Hi, how's it going? How are you? It's Kat, and it's been a while. How are you? Yeah, I have a bit of explaining to do. I don't even know where to start with it. If you're new here, hi, you've apparently missed nothing. I'm Kat. I am a now mum of 3, and I do mummy mental health sort of chinwigs like this. If you are returning, thank you for sticking with me. I am sorry for my absence. I had a baby. I had a little baby boy who is called Alfie. I'm back, and I'm going to update you all on what happened during that time. So we'll go back to 2019. My father-in-law, Ken, was diagnosed with kidney cancer end of 2019. It unfortunately spread throughout the year to his spine, and this is all, obviously, you have to remember, during COVID. So that prevented us from going to visit him or him coming to visit us, and there was a lot going on. There was a heck of a lot going on, and he unfortunately lost his battle on the 18th of September 2020. So, you know, it wasn't unexpected, but it was very, very hard. I was very fond of Ken, and a lot of time with Ken whilst John was working. And he is one of the funniest, kindest men I've ever met. He just was such a wonderful dad, wonderful father-in-law, and the best granddad in the world. The kids adored him. So, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to. So yeah, we were very shook by losing him. So that kind of put me off filming for a bit, because, to be perfectly honest, I wasn't fit to. I couldn't have done it, really. So yeah, that was one reason. Also, during this pregnancy, I suffered from cholestasis again. For those of you who don't know, cholestasis is, it basically affects the liver. Basically, your liver's not filtering out the toxins properly, and you get a build-up of bile salts in your blood. That can be very dangerous for baby, it can be very dangerous for mum, and it's just not a good situation to be in. I'd had it before. I had it with Amelia in her pregnancy, so I knew the warning signs immediately. And thankfully, because of the previous, I mean, like, if you've had it before, you're something like 90% chance of getting it again. I hadn't got it with Harry, so I was a bit cocky and thought I'd got away with, like, I was in the 10%. No, not with this one. So the medics were, as soon as I said I was feeling the symptoms, which the first symptom you kind of, you know about, let's say, is, they say it's an itch, like you get an itch. Itch does not describe it. The closest description, I think, is it's like having broken shards of glass traveling through your veins. It is horrible. It feels like you're being cut from the inside. So I had that, which was lovely. I also had very bad anemia. I'm anemic at the best of times, but obviously in pregnancy, the baby takes what it needs and leaves you the rest. So that's why, like, your teeth go a bit funny during pregnancy, your hair goes a bit funny, everything goes a bit funny, because the baby's like, mine, 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 mine. So Alf took all my iron, and I was wrecked. I was getting, like, palpitations. I was oh my god, exhaustion like I'd never had before. Could barely get up off the couch. So filming was really, really out of my realm at that point. What else? I was off my medication for my anxiety from 3 months on, as you know, I was allowed to take my antidepressant again, but from the word go, I wasn't allowed to take the anxiety medication, olanzapine, because they just didn't trust it would be safe, which is perfectly understandable, you know, the right course of action. But unfortunately, I suffered a hell of a lot because of not being on the medication. I used to have a recurring nightmare, which was basically, in this nightmare, I am trapped in a car that's sinking underwater and I can't get out. And this manifests as a nightmare, as a night terror, whatever you want to call it. And I wake up and I can feel, obviously I can't, it's psychological, but to me, I can feel the water in my throat and I'm trying to cough it up and spit it up, and you know, I can't breathe because I'm coughing so much. And I've been on the medication a few years, so I hadn't had that nightmare in years. And then suddenly it started again, and I was losing a lot of sleep because I was kind of anxious to go to sleep in case it would happen, and then when it would, and oh, it was just horrible. It was just horrible. Like, John would have to literally grab me by the shoulders and shake me and try and bring me back into conscious thought. And I was second guessing everything. So again, filming really wasn't going to be a good idea because, you know, I was like, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I say this? Should I say that? Da, 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 da. I'd filmed a few weeks. I was kind of a few weeks because we hadn't announced the pregnancy until, you know, I think I was about 14 weeks when we announced the pregnancy. I had filmed a few weeks in advance, and I had videos filmed up until I think the week before Ken passed. Yes, because I had to go and have a COVID test and also had all that filmed. And I was trying to be perky. I was trying to be, you know, fun, and like, nobody wants to watch a miserable cow, do they? And I watched it back and I just thought, I'm lying. I'm absolutely lying my ass off. I don't feel like that. I feel broken inside right now. Why am I, you know, trying to fake it to people? That's, I mean, my channel, I want my channel to be about being open, and this is my safe space to talk. And if I'm going to kind of shit on that already, what's the fucking point? I might as well just give up. So until I could get in a headspace where I could talk openly, I guess I didn't want to film. I didn't want it to be bullshit. So yeah, that is my kind of explanation to where I have been. I'm back on my anxiety medication. So 7 weeks I'm back on it, and no more nightmares, no more terrors, which is fantastic. We are still in lockdown in Ireland, so can't go anywhere. We can't go anywhere as a family anyway. Our car is too small now. I had to stop travelling up to my mum's around the same time, sort of like maybe September, October last year. I would have gone up to see my mum a couple of times a week because she's in her 70s and not in the best of health. Sorry, I do this when I'm kind of... Oh, Catherine, get it together. So, yeah, I stopped going up to see my mum because that was the other thing that happened. We had a bit of a bump in the car. It wasn't a crash, but we were... For those of you who've never been to Ireland, a lot of the roads are back roads, as we would call them, country roads. They're not main roads. They do not have street lights to guide you home.